Hey guys, Hyunwoo here, and I'm here with
Adrian from Catch the Wave.
We're about to do the live show for Catch the Wave.
Yeah,
and
Friday.
Yeah, I wanted to take a moment to make a video response to Evan and Rachel's passport tag video, and they asked 5 really interesting questions. So I'm going to try to answer those questions with Adrian.
Yeah, and I have no idea, so I'm quite afraid actually right now.
They're not going to be really tough questions.
But go ahead.
So the first question was, let me think. What was the most recent stamp that you got on your passport?
I went to France during the summer, so I guess my stamp from the Charles de Gaulle Airport. Boom.
Yeah.
That was my latest one. What about you?
My latest one, I'm going to London tomorrow and then France next week by the time of this filming. But my latest one was to the Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah. I mean, excluding the one that I got when returning to Korea, of course.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
And the second question is, what was your first stamp on your passport?
Well, it depends which passport, because I have a Korean passport, I also have a French passport, and I have old passports as well. So which passport are you talking about here?
Which passport did you get first?
Well...
French or
French,
Korean?
French.
Okay.
French passport. The first stamp on my French passport, probably Korea. Because when I left Korea, I was born in Korea. When I left Korea, I was with my mom's passport. And then I came back a few years later with a French passport. I came back to Korea. So I'm guessing the one from Gimpo Airport, not Incheon. Because when I was a baby, it was Gimpo Airport.
Incheon Airport didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably a Korean stamp.
Okay. For me, the first stamp on my passport, my old passport actually, was to Japan.
Japan?
Yeah, Japan was the first foreign country that I visited, and that was in 2005. So yeah, Japanese stamp. And the third question is, are we still already at the third question?
Yeah, third question, yeah.
Third question is, yes, I finally remembered. What was the coolest looking stamp on your passport? Do you remember? We don't have our passport.
I have to go get my passport right now. The coolest looking stamp. Oh, it's really hard to... I don't remember. I remember seeing some triangular stamps. And then sometimes they also add a signature into the stamp. It's hard for me to say. I don't remember.
I see. For me, I don't remember either. But whenever I see more than 1 or 2, more than 3 stamps on one page, that's really beautiful.
It looks kind of cool, right?
Yeah. I can say I've been to all of these places.
So I also like to keep my old passport so you can look at the dates and figure out where you were, where you went. And some of the stamps are pink, some are green, some are blue, purple, black. You have every color, so it's actually quite nice.
Yeah, so I always love looking at a page where there are more than 2 or 3 stamps.
Well, it's full of stamps.
Yeah, makes you feel like a world traveler. You know?
You're a global citizen.
Yeah, the explorer of the world. Okay, the fourth question was, what was the most meaningful stamp that you got on your passport?
Wow, the most meaningful?
Yeah.
What would it be? That's a hard question. Maybe you start. What is the most meaningful stamp?
For me, of course, right after my wedding, we went to the Maldives on our honeymoon. So the Maldivian stamp was the most meaningful for me. Because
I am not married, so I cannot answer this question.
Yeah, I know it's an easier question for me. I mean, I went to other places before, but I could go anywhere else, but in the first honeymoon trip, it was...
So I guess that one will also be my most memorable stamp in the future.
In the future. Hasn't happened yet, but in the future. Okay, the last question was, what was the toughest stamp that you got on your passport?
I think without a doubt, I would have to say the stamp from Myanmar or Burma. But this was quite some years ago, so not now, because now it's quite easy to go there. The political situation is now much more safe. But I went there when it was actually quite closed down. So we landed at the airport. It was full of soldiers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, military people with guns and stuff. And we got a stamp. So that was probably the scariest and also the hardest one to get for me.
I see. For me, last year when I went to Venezuela, actually I missed my plane. So I wasn't super late. I just judging from my previous experiences, I thought I would be okay. So I got there at the airport, at the Caracas airport, at the Delta Airlines
check-in counter.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Well, that's okay.
Before the boarding time.
Departure,
The departure time. I thought it would be okay, but apparently they said it's not okay. So I
that's
was
strange.
I was almost begging them, can you just get me through this gate?
Yeah.
I see people walking like I'm
they
in their group. They said no.
How come? So they want you to be there 2 hours earlier, or at least?
I think so. Yeah. But they were they're not flexible at all. So they even said, for Delta, we're strict. So I'm not flying Delta anymore. No more.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the most difficult,
the hardest stamp to get.
Also, because I had to buy another flight ticket.
The most expensive stamp
to catch the connecting flight, the most expensive stamp. So I still remember.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what my next stamp will be, because I don't know where I will be going next right now.
I know.
I have no plans yet.
I'm going to Shanghai to have a stopover, so I'm going to get the
Shanghai
Chinese stamp.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. And then after that, it's going to be Heathrow.
And then Paris, and then Berlin, and then...
Heathrow once again, and then Incheon Airport.
Wow.
So
lucky you.
Lucky you just had your vacation in Paris. So.
Can't complain. I'm not complaining. But I want more stamps on my passport.
Yeah, me too.
I
think everybody does. So if you're watching this from outside of Korea, if you want to come to Korea and get the Korean stamp, hurry up, please come here.
Collect your stamps, everyone, and we'll be waiting for you here in Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, and Evan and Rachel, that was a really interesting set of questions. Yeah. And I'm going to tag some more people in the description for this video. Please check it. If you're tagged, please make a video. And Adrian,
sounds good.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, it's always a great pleasure.
I'll see you very soon.
In a few minutes for our show. Catch the Wave on Arirang Radio.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.